One afternoon, when my 5-year-old daughter returned from school, she was not in a normal bounce. She did not jump into my arms as usual. She stood at the door, silent, her little fingers clutching her school bag, her eyes searching mine for something, for reassurance, for truth. I knelt down beside her, hugged her tight, and asked, "What happened, sweetheart?" She hesitated. She leaned in and whispered a question in my ears, which shattered my heart into pieces. "Mama, am I really a zero?" That was not just a question. That was a deep wound. And it did not come from failure. It came from a classroom. Tossed out by her teacher, frustrated at her slow pace of learning. "You are a zero," she cried in front of the whole class. And the children in the class, they rolled into laughter, pointing their fingers at her like arrow. And my daughter, that soft-hearted little girl, stood there, frozen. She was not just embarrassed, but erased. This talk, this plea, is not only about my daughter. It is about all those children who are felt to feel less because they cannot learn at the speed we expect. It is for all those students whose brilliance doesn't match the program of the test record. It is for all those children from all over the world who has been labeled slow. Let's pause and ask ourselves, what do we even mean when we say that a child is slow? Slow compared to whom? Slow compared to what? A stopwatch? A test? A national average? When did we decide that children will have to learn like machines? And why do we act as if learning is a race? Is the goal of learning speed or depth? Should we reward only the fastest or also the one who persists despite struggle? We say all children are unique, but we teach them as if they are all the same. Same curriculum, same timeline, same definition of success. But children are not the same. Some run, some fly, some even crawl. And when such children cannot match the mold, what do? We do not change the system. We label the child. Imagine you are that child who needs more time. You work hard, but the clock doesn't stop. You listen, but you forget. You try your best, but you cannot succeed. Again and again you have to hear, "What a slow coach you are. Why can't you be as studious as your brother? You are just good for nothing." Continuously, you are being hurried or compared or labeled until one day you finally decide, maybe I'm really not smart. But it is not your failure. It is the failure of the system because they couldn't understand how you learn. My little daughter, like any other so-called slow children, cannot memorize text easily. She's not good at numbers also. She forgets today's lessons by tomorrow. She needs repetition. She needs calm. She needs kindness. Because if she's hurried, if she's scolded, her confidence stumbles and crumbles. She shuts down and she starts believing maybe she's bad at learning. Gradually, fear develops as far as studies are concerned. It is not because she lacks intelligence. It is because fear has silenced her spark. But give her a song and she knows all the words of it. She does not have to memorize it. The rhythm finds her. The lyrics are inside her, and she sings with joy in her heart. Let her dance, and she becomes the music herself. Does not only follow rhythms, but she feels the beat in her bones. At that time, her body speaks such a language no exam can capture. In these moments, she doesn't feel afraid. She is never scared. She feels happy and free because this is the place where she feels safe, in movement, in melody, and in the kind of learning which touches her heart before the head. My daughter is not a zero. She speaks a different language of intelligence which the system may not always understand. And she is not alone. There are many children who are not good at academics. Give them art, give them movement, give them music, and trust me, they too shall soar. And this is what I tell my daughter and the ones like her. You are not slow. You are not beyond. You are not broken. You are a seed. And seeds grow quietly, slowly, beautifully. Albert Einstein couldn't speak fluently till he was 9. Thomas Edison was labeled unteachable. Agatha Christie struggled with spellings and reading. Today, the world celebrates their legacy. But we did not forget that they were also undermined in school. They did not fail school. School failed to see their worth. Albert Einstein had said, everybody is genius. If we judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. So let's not ask fish to climb trees. Let's create oceans for all the children to swim. Let's stop ranking and start recognizing so that no child ever has to ask anybody, am I a zero? We, the responsible members of the society, the teachers, the parents, can do a lot to bring about a change in this scenario. To all the teachers listening, I would like to request, please do not label a child as it hurts them intensely. Appreciate their effort, even if they are failing. Dear teacher, you have the power to be the turning point. You have the power to be the turning point in the life of every child, or a wound that they will carry throughout their life. My dear parents, I do empathize with you. I realize your fear when your child is falling behind. But please do not make this fear their pressure. Be their safe place. Applaud their questions. Celebrate their success. Do not compare them with other children. And the policymakers, I request you, do not force the children to fit into the system. Please create some system that can fit the uniqueness of our children. These children, slow, sensitive, thoughtful, are not problems to be solved. They are beautiful dreams waiting for appropriate opportunity to flourish. These children need us not to fix them, but to believe in them. Today, I'm speaking here not only as a mother, but also as an educator who has spent 30 years with these children. And I've seen these children rise to heights, not because the system changed, but because someone chose to believe in them. So let's be that someone and change their world. Let's be that someone not only for my daughter or for yours, but for all the children who learn to bloom in their own quiet season. It is my deepest conviction that if we try, together we can, we must, and we shall be able to be that someone and change the story from labeling to learning. Thank you.